Alright. Good morning, good morning, good morning, traders. Had a couple technical difficulties. I'm a little bit late. Wasn't prepared for a couple things. Let me get my stuff together. Oops, that's not what I want. Not what I want at all. Alright, let me go to. Alright. Alright, so we got about a little over like about 12 minutes before the open. Looking at our power range today. Looking at a high of 10, 548 to 510 and a low of 10, 523. We've been trading kind of sideways. I'm gonna show this on the chart later, but we're trading neutral right now. We're trading neutral, but we're like from the open of the session, we're up 0.31%. And this is from earlier when I posted it. It was about I think it was about 8:30 ish, somewhere around there. But there was 91K. The volume was pretty. Normal, a little strong. So nothing that really sticks out in terms of these numbers. And the only thing we got on the calendar today is crude oil inventories at 10:30. So if you trade crude oil, my suggestion would be to wait until this report drops before you make a decision. I don't trade crude anymore, but I used to, and more times than not, I was on the wrong side. If I tried to trade before, on like these kind of days, if I had a trade going, I would usually end up on the wrong side of this report, of this news event. A lot of times, I may have the right direction. I would have had the direction right, but I would get wicked out or something. So the volatility would kill me. Usually at when this report drops, we have a lot of volatility. So that's just a quick snapshot of what's going on this morning in terms of our power range and economic news. Other than that, there's no real like major headlines going on this morning from what I can see. Just the typical like U.S. versus China type stuff, and you got a couple. I think there's a couple stocks that the market is looking at. But other than that, and I got a lot of alerts going off. Other than that, nothing really huge going on this morning. All right, let's get some music going. This is what I'm having a technical difficulty with. Like the song that I wanted to play, or the music that I wanted to play didn't turn out. I just had some problems with it when I moved it over and converted it to MP3. Something didn't go right, so. Alright, just let that play in the background. Alright, let's go ahead. Alright, so we're looking at the chart here. What we can see is we got a pretty decent range. Let's see. Let me look at my fib lines, because those fib lines, no, they're right. So we're not like the way where I drew my fib lines, right? And this is based on the power range. price action is, not really respecting these fib lines. You do see there is some, you can see some supply and demand going on at these areas, but at the same time, and that's another thing. When we looking at these lines, or these the lines for a moving app or any kind of indicator, really, you have to look at them. The best way to look at them is not as like lines, as a single point of what could happen, with the price, like on the line. It's best to look at it as an area, right? So if I'm gonna just look at my 200, all right. Just a real quick lesson before the market opens. All right. So if I'm looking at my 200, I'm not looking at my 200 like this. I'm looking at my 200 like that. I'm looking at this. What's gonna happen when we get near and around the 200? That's what I'm looking at. A lot of times, like you see, let me go ahead and clear that out. Like you see right here, we really didn't go all the way down to the 200, but you could have made a play here, and it did bounce off of this is also a fib line, but this is the 0 point for a fib extension. So we reacted to that. But if you're not looking at that, if you don't have yours drawn, because Fibonacci, however, it depends on how you draw it, right? It depends on what you're looking at, what makes sense to you. So your fib lines could be different than mine. So if you're not even using it, if you're just looking at the 200, you may miss that, and you may be waiting for it to come down here and it bounces, and you miss this whole move right here. But if you're looking at this as a range, then maybe you can catch that. Maybe you place your order. Maybe you place a limit buy order, somewhere in here, and you get filled, have a stop down here somewhere, and then you catch that whole ride up, major profits. All right, so that's a quick little insight for how I see the market, for how I see how I do my technical analysis. All right, so let's get focused. I'm just gonna put that back. Let us get focused, and let's get it popping. Right. Okay. We got about 5 minutes. We got a little time. How's everybody's morning going? I thought I got up early today, but hey, what's up, Christina? Family in the building. I thought I got up early this morning, but obviously I wasn't paying attention to everything. I don't know if I can change this. Let me go ahead and reset my charts. I just realized that music doesn't sound good to y'all. What's up, Origin Code? I gotta figure out how to. I don't know why my music's sounding like that. Yep. See, this is why I paper traded the last time, but things didn't go so. Things went a little smoother the last time. like now I want to run into problems. Let me see what that sounds like. Might just have to turn this music off. That sounds horrible. Oh, it got better, but I don't know. Alright, we got about less than a minute before we open up. Let me get my charts together. Let's see. I'm gonna have to figure this out. Got wifey in the building. Appreciate everybody for coming through, trading the open with me. All right, let's see what we got going on. Let me know what that music sounds like. If it sounds horrible, I'll go ahead and cut it off. But I'm gonna have to figure that out later. Right now, I'm not saying anything that I'm ready to take. So I'm just gonna sit back and wait for my opportunity to come. As I stated, like the last time, I like to jump in on pullbacks. Rarely do I take a breakout. It has to make sense. Today, since we're kind of trading sideways, I would be a little hesitant to take a pullback at this pretty much the high of the pre-market. And we also got this, we're going to hit our heads against this 61.8%. So like this will be a breakout trade if I try to take it up here. But I would prefer to buy in on the dip if I'm going to play along. And see, it's not even looping like it's supposed to. like just looking over here at the 10-minute, like today would be today I would look at today as a ranged trading day. Like I would just look to be trading in a range today. Like I wouldn't look for any momentum plays. I wouldn't look to the hold for a long time. So let's just say the perfect scenario, I will be looking at this area. You see we got some support here to maybe get in, and then I would get out somewhere up there. Or if we trade down to here, I'll be looking to get in, in here, and then maybe looking to get out somewhere in there. And this is just looking at price action. I'm not even paying attention to any of my indicators. All I'm looking at is price action for what I'm talking about right now. So like this is another area that I would be looking to get in and maybe get out there with a couple contracts. If I wanted to go, the longest I would hold this position is up here. If that happened, if we rolled over and traded back down, I'd be looking to catch some bounce. I would be looking to catch some bounces. All right, so the bull is coming in pretty strong right here. And again, I'm going to wait for a better opportunity. I don't want to get caught chasing. I've done that before, and yeah, it has worked out before. I've gotten in late and I've had a trade work out. However, it has not worked out more than it has worked out. So it's just better for me to trade or to wait for the best opportunity. And we'll be looking to see if we can hold this range, or we can hold this breakout, because this is a pretty strong breakout. I'm gonna go ahead and place a line there. I mean, we already got the fib line there, but I'm gonna place my own line there so I can, it really sticks out to me. Yeah, that's a really strong breakout. More than likely that's gonna hold for a while, but still, I'll be waiting for a pullback. I'm not gonna get caught chasing. Just waiting to see what's gonna happen. And this is one of the things that get traders in a lot of trouble, having to wait. For me, it was experience. Like when I started, I definitely had, and I consider myself a patient person, but when it comes to day trading, when I started trading, I was not as patient as I thought I was, and I would get caught, in a bad play because I didn't wait for the best opportunity to present itself. And a lot of that had to do with FOMO from a previous day. Like we have a day like where the market just takes off bullish and doesn't turn around, or especially if we have a bearish day, and when the bears come in, they come in strong, and we can just we can trade bearish 2 or 3%, within a couple hours. So I would, that would be in the back of my mind, and so because I missed it when it actually happened, or maybe I caught it when it happened. So those emotions, would set in, and then I would have a normal day, and I would get caught chasing a trade that I would get caught chasing, like a breakout or something that, like, I may get in like somewhere in here, and then I would end up losing out on that trade because I got in too late, because I was thinking about a previous day that more than likely I missed. And those days where the market is really strong, those days are actually rare. Usually, the market will bounce around a little bit, or it will slowly, trade in a particular direction. It'll slowly trend bearish or bullish. Usually when it's bearish, it happens quick, but for overall, you can see the market is bullish. So most of the days are going to be bullish, and when they are bullish, the momentum and the volatility is not, it's not strong enough to have to bring in the momentum where we have a super parabolic move. So that's why now I like to just wait for my opportunity. If I don't get it, that's cool. At least I preserve my capital, and I'm not getting into trades where I'm just giving money back to the market. I want to get paid by the market. I don't want to pay the market. So patience is definitely key. If you want to be consistently profitable over a long period of time, you have to be patient, and you have to wait for the best opportunities. In my personal opinion, in my most humble personal opinion. It looks like it's going to be one of those days where some people are going to get trapped, is what I'm looking at right now. I could be wrong. I could definitely be wrong, but the bulls are definitely doing their job this morning. They're pushing the market up, but I'm still seeing a lot of resistance up there, and we're we're parabolic here. Yep. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. Yep, there we go. So I'm sure there's some traders that tried to go long here or here, and they were sweating through that little pullback right there. I'm sure some got stopped out because they were scared it's going to come back down. However, that's probably what all of that pullback was. And you had traders trying to short up there also, and so somewhere in this action right here, there are some traders that got trapped, and they're gonna, you have the bears that are trying to short up here because it looks like we're gonna pull around, or we're gonna pull back, and they're trying to take a place short. And you got the people who are trying to take this breakout right here. So let's see who's gonna, I'm just gonna sit back and watch and see who's gonna come out on top, the bears or the bulls. And it looks like, I'm not even gonna speculate. Let's just look and see what happens. Again, I'm waiting for the pullback. I'm waiting for the best opportunity. Trading is about probability, and I want the probability to be in my favor. And my music stopped again. That's awesome. All right, I need to write this down. Make sure I fix this problem. Let me know in the chat if what y'all trading. Y'all, I only trade NQ, well, for the most part. I also look at gold. What are y'all looking at? There's that pullback. That's what I'm waiting on. Here's some stream health. Now, as I'm looking at my data here, I think this is a good time to say, if you're coming here to try to copy what I'm trading, I'm just want to tell you that's not a good idea, because from what I can tell, it is lag. It's what you're seeing is not completely 100% real time. And also, I had the disclaimer at the beginning of this video, or beginning of this live stream, that you're completely responsible for your own trades. This is only for educational, entertainment, and informational purposes only. This is not to give you advice on any kind of financial advice. All right. So, with all that being said, I would highly suggest that you do not try to copy my trades, because you're probably going to be late and you're going to miss the actual opportunity. Yeah, that's pretty much the you have been warned. All right. Like that bounce. I got to get this music together. I got to figure out how to get this to sound the way I want it to sound. Matter of fact, let's go look at I want to see what crude looks like. I probably don't even have it while I'm waiting for this to play out. Alright, yep. And this is pretty much what I expected in crude. We got a lot of it's chopping around. Let me add this to my watch list. A lot of choppiness. Choppyville is what I like to call it. Actually, I just made that up, but yeah. Alright, so if I was trading crude, I would definitely wait until 10:30 I would just be watching this right here. As I'm gonna see what gold looks like as well. Because gold has been, gold has been in the news lately. We're hitting, highs that we haven't hit in a long time. And I wish I would have been, the way I want to trade gold is with options. So I wasn't paying attention. I wish I would have got some options down here, but it's all good. I like to trade verticals and turn them into iron condors as I see fit. Oop. Alright, looks like I'm going to be waiting a long time this morning. Again, it's like the last time. And I don't mind waiting. As long as I'm not, giving money back to the market. I will wait all day. I'll wait days. My opportunity will come. And that's a for sure right on. Yeah, I didn't see any way to have played that. I just want to look at something real quick because I don't have anything to play right now anyway. So. Yeah. All right. Alright, and also, while I'm just sitting here waiting, the last live stream I did, I mentioned that I will be posting, I will have a special video that I'll be posting, basically to where you can, if you need capital to fund your trading account, is an opportunity that you can take advantage of. I posted that last night, so you just, if you're interested in that, just go over to my channel and you can see that video there. If you need funds to trade your account, and just go ahead and check that video out. Let me see if I can. Oh yeah, just go to my channel, you'll see it. That ain't gonna do that. Alright. A little bit of chop happening right now. Still gonna wait. Just gonna wait it out. Again, my the price action is like all over the fib lines. It's not clean like it usually is. Days like this happen. There's nothing wrong with the indicator. A lot of people would take this opportunity to say that that's why I don't use the indicators, because the indicators suck. However, the market is not a perfect environment, so it's not gonna always work out perfectly in terms of indicators or whatever you're looking at. All strategies work, just not all the time. All indicators are useful, just not all the time. It's up to you how you if you use them effectively or not. Your mentality is the first part of that. If you already got coming in with a mentality that the indicators are bad and they're not going to work out, then guess what's going to happen? The indicators are not going to work out for you. is the link to that video if and you are interested. Origin, I used to, well, TS Trader is kind of like a prop firm. That's the only thing that I've ever done like that. For me personally, I like to set my own rules, and that's why I don't like prop firm trading. There's nothing wrong with prop trading at all. In my opinion, I don't think there's anything wrong with prop trading. Just, I'm not doing that. Actually, I've seen a lot of people, via Facebook and Facebook groups, they're having a lot of success with Top Step Trader. So Top Step Trader is definitely an option that can be useful for a lot of people. You can trade futures and forex with them if you don't know about them. So Top Step Trader is definitely legit. They just didn't work out for me because I like to trade by my own rules, basically. No problem. Alrighty, at 5 minutes before 10, and it looks like I'm not gonna have any trades. Like I said before, I like to place trades. I don't like to sit here at my at my desk a long time. If I can get a trade within like the first hour, then I call it a day. Historically, trading for a long period of time doesn't work out for me. Apparently there's people that can do it. I'm not one of those people, so I don't even try. I don't try anymore. However, on days like this, I am willing to wait till about 11 or noonish. If I don't get anything, which probably could happen again today, I just be back to trade tomorrow. The market is definitely going to be open tomorrow, and the day after that, the week after that, the month after that, until the worst case scenario happens, that the United States, the world, have a super major economical collapse. And then that's a completely, if that situation plays out, then we got bigger problems than the stock market being closed. So I'm not worried about if I missed a day of trading. I said all that to say that the market will definitely be open again another day. Now, hindsight tells me the way that I trade, I could have had it play here. However, like I said, that's not a high probability trade. I could have got in right here on this candle. It would have probably been in here somewhere. But those are the kind of trades where maybe I'm legging into a position, or I'm playing with house money, meaning I already got profit for the day. So if I would take a chance up here, even though it's lower probability of success. It is a play, that is something I would trade right in here. And if you can't see my mouse, that's right in there on this candle, this green candle right here. I would take more than likely I would have got in like somewhere in here and be looking to get out up there. That's how I use fib lines. The main way I use fib lines is for targets. All right, I'm just sitting here and I'm waiting. So if I do catch a play later on today or later on this morning, what I would do is I will take a screenshot and I will post it, and I will post it on my Twitter, and that's at, let me go ahead and pull that up in case you can see it on my profile on my YouTube channel. But that's at MB3 Trader. It's real simple to. It's real simple to find. So if I do catch a play later on today, I will post that on Twitter. If you are curious about what I played and the results of that, win or lose, I'm not just gonna only post winning trades and just make it look like I'm only I can only trade profitably, that I can't lose. I can definitely take a losing trade, and I don't mind being transparent with that. So anyway, if I do take a trade, I will post that on Twitter. And other than that, that wraps up this sound the bell. Make sure y'all trade safe out there. Have a plan, stick to your plan, trade your plan, and I'm out. Deuces.